The High Court yesterday cancelled Monday's ruling, stopping the by-elections in 6 constituencies that allowed the People's Democratic Party, the PDP members, to bounce back to Parliament without being subjected to an election. The High Court Judge Justice Tawanda Chitapi on Tuesday ruled that the recall of Tendai Biti, Harare East, Settlement Chikwinya, Mbizo, Williams Madzimure, Kambuzuma, Regai Tsunga, Mutasa South, Kukaka Ivumile Pulu, Kulumane, and Sichisilela Mahlangu Pumula was illegal. But another High Court Judge, Justice Neva Katiyo, yesterday issues a provisional order directing the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission (ZEC) to reopen nominations for the 6 constituencies. Justice Katiyo made the order after Benjamin Rukanda, who initiated the recall of the 6 legislators, filed an urgent chamber application challenging Justice Chitapi's ruling. The first respondent, the ZEC, B, and is hereby ordered to reopen the nomination court for the nomination of candidates to fill the vacancies for the constituencies. Justice Katiyo's order read in part. The cancellation of the nomination court process for the constituencies by ZEC B and is hereby declared null and void for lack of legality. The ZEC yesterday said implementing the order after the closure of the nomination court was a legal impossibility. The court order was served at 16:55 hours after the nomination court had closed, and it became a legal impossibility to implement. Nomination courts close at 1600 hours in terms of the law. ZEC will stand guided on the way forward by legal instruments or orders to be issued in terms of the law, ZEC said in a statement. The PDP official Jacob Mafume described the latest setback as shocking. There has never been a High Court judge who has cancelled another judge's order. The ordinary thing is for people to appeal. We are surprised and in awe to whatever this development is. The same court cannot give contrasting orders within hours of itself, he said. Meanwhile, battle lines have been drawn as attention yesterday moved from the court to the electorate after aspiring candidates successfully filed their nomination papers ahead of the March 26 by-elections. Some of the aspiring candidates include musician cum politician Hosea Chipanga, who is eyeing the Dangamvura Chikanga constituency on a patriotic Zimbabwe party ticket. This is not the first time that Chipanga is contesting the seat, having lost in previous attempts as an independent candidate. I have previously contested as an independent candidate in the Dangamvura Chikanga constituency, but without success. Now I have a party with a vision. Please give me a chance, he said. The seat fell vacant after the MDC Alliance legislator Prosper Mutseami was recalled from Parliament. Mutseami and ZANU-PF Central Committee member Isa Omupfumi were among other candidates who filed their papers to contest for the seat. Mutseami registered as the candidate for the Citizens Coalition for Change, the new party led by advocate Nelson Chamisa. In Harare, 43 candidates eyeing 10 vacant parliamentary seats successfully filed nomination papers at the Harare Magistrates Court. The CCC Secretary General Charlton Wende expressed confidence that the new political outfit will cause upsets. We have successfully filed papers for our candidates in all wards and constituencies which are vacant, and I can assure that we are going to take all the seats which we held and even those held by the ZANU-PF, said Wende. On the other hand, Zimbabwe's People's Party President Tarisanya Upembe was unhappy after being disqualified for not appearing on the voters' roll. Other candidates turned away included Nyasha Paradza of the United Democratic Alliance and Bizael Kennedy, an independent, as they were not appearing on the voters' roll. Lead President Linda Masarira also made it on the ballot for Harare Central, where she faces Norest Marara of MDC Alliance, Murisi Zwizwai of CCC, and Lois Magwebi of ZANU-PF. Leonard Mtombeni of ZAPU, Musa Ncube representing ZANU-PF, CCC Stepson Sibanda, and Mongani Moyo, an independent, will battle it out for the Cholocho South East seat. Peggy Mudimu MDC Alliance, former legislator Prince Dubeko Sibanda, CCC, Kudakwashe Mtsaka, ZANU-PF, Muzamba Clive for the United Democratic Alliance, and Disciple Mkuli, an independent, successfully filed to contest the Binga North constituency. In Masvingo, Douglas Monzora's MDC Alliance failed to field a candidate from Mwenezi East constituency, while in Chennai, the MDC Alliance failed to field 4 candidates out of the 6 wards to be contested. 2 candidates withdrew their nomination papers at the last minute. The Mwenezi East seat fell vacant following the death of ZANU-PF's Just by Omar. In Chivi South, the seat fell vacant after the expulsion of ZANU-PF's Kila Sivu. Aspiring candidates for Mwenezi East include Tana Mango of Free Zimbabwe Congress, Master Makope of ZANU-PF, and Tende Ukai Mandijidza of CCC. In Chivi South, Munyara Zizisho is the ZANU-PF candidate, battling it out with Shadrach Mapope, MDC Alliance, and Mlolo Paul Thompson, CCC, and Faith Chuma, Patriotic Zimbabwe. In Beitbridge, former Beitbridge Mayor Morgan Ube and former municipality chairperson Granger Nyoni for CCC will face ZANU-PF's Lawrence Shili and Showa Moyo for the vacant Beitbridge urban wards 4 and 5 respectively. Nyume said he was confident of winning his seat back. We were not chased by the people, but by Douglas Monzora and the ZANU-PF. We are just going back to represent people just like what they want, and we will win, he said. Nyume was the first mayor of Beitbridge after winning the 2018 elections. In Kwekwe Central, CCC aspiring candidate Judith Tobaiwa will face off with ZANU-PF's John Maprazi and MDC Alliance candidate Mbekezeli Ndlovu. The seat fell vacant after Masango Matambanazo's death. In Karoi, 3 aspiring candidates were duly nominated to contest for the town's Ward 4 seat. ZANU-PF's Solomon Chikwerengwe was a last-minute inclusion after the name of the party's candidate Nobody Tana was said to be missing from the voters' roll. Meanwhile, ZEC was roundly criticized for stringent discriminatory requirements for women candidates, including the need to produce marriage certificates. We note with concern the discriminatory practices in the nomination court processes of demanding marriage certificates on female candidates and divorce papers for previously married women, while the same documentation is not required for men, said the Residents Association Coalition for Electoral Reforms Masvingo head Anoziva Muguti at a press conference that was held